Hi friends, it's Nicole from the Bronx Children's Museum. I hope you're having an amazing day and that you're excited to learn some new things about the Bronx, including some of the amazing animals that live here. Today, we're going to start by listening to the museum's song all about the different plants, animals, and waterways that can be found right here in the Bronx. Then, we're going to take a special tour of the museum's mobile bus exhibit called Waters on the Go. And finally, I'm going to show you how to do a fun art activity based on what you saw inside the bus. So to get started, have a listen to our song, I'm a Little Plant. And feel free to dance and sing along too.
We're gonna do it like this. I'm a little gray plant growing on the ground. I came from a seed, big and round. When all the raindrops fall from the sky, I stretch my leaves out and I reach up high. Watch me reach up high. Watch me reach up high. Watch me reach up high. Next part. Yeah, I'm a little owl. I like to fly. You can catch me cause I'm way too high. When I fly past, all my friends say, what they say, what they say. Let's go out and play. Let's go out. Let's go out and play. Let's go out. Let's go out and play. I'm a little beaver. I like to splash. You can catch me cause I'm way too fast. When I slap my tail, when my friends come around and they tell me stop swimming, listen to the birds singing. Listen to the birds singing. Yeah. Listen to the birds singing. Yeah. I'm a little turtle. I like to dig. You can catch me cause I'm way too big. When I walk past, you know what my friends say. Stop with all that digging. Turtle, mind your business. Yeah. Yeah. Water, 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 near and far. How we wonder what you are. Up and above, down and below. How you make the flowers grow. Water, 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 near and far. How we wonder what you are. Up and above, down and below. How you make the flowers grow, 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 grow. And they reach up high. And they reach up high. Watch them reach up high.
Sometimes it can be hard to tell, but here in the Bronx, we are surrounded by green spaces and waterways. Just take a look at our Bronx map. See how many blue waterways there are? In the Bronx, we have the Hudson River, the Harlem River, the Bronx River, the Long Island Sound, and lots of little creeks, streams, and lakes too. Have you ever visited any of these places? What types of animals and plants do you think live here? Waterways are great habitats or homes for different Bronx animals. Today, we're going to learn about two special waterways here in the Bronx by touring the museum's mobile bus exhibit called Waters on the Go. And as you're inside the bus today, keep an eye out for the different animals who are perfectly adapted for these environments. Let's step inside. Welcome to the Waters on the Go mobile bus exhibit. This bus takes you on a journey to become an explorer and discover the waterways of the Bronx, focusing on two important ones, the Bronx River and Orchard Beach. As soon as you step in, your eyes are drawn to the rushing waters of the river right here in the Bronx. Does it look familiar to you? This is the Bronx River. Notice the waterfall in the background. Where is the water coming from? Have your eyes follow the river up to the mountain. When it rains, water collects in the mountains into large areas known as watersheds. The water flows from the watersheds into our rivers, lakes, and streams, and eventually all that water makes its way out to the ocean. Keep your eyes high in the sky. What do you notice? What time of day is it? Here along the Bronx River, it's nighttime, as you can see from the moon high in the sky. Observe the surroundings of the river. What animals and plants do you see? What are they doing? How are they interacting with the river? Nighttime is a perfect time for lots of animals to come out. Dark fur and quiet ways are great adaptations which allow nocturnal animals to survive here. There are a lot of nocturnal animals along the Bronx River, including owls, skunks, raccoons, and even beavers. Living in or along a river isn't easy. Animals have to be especially adapted to live here. Take the beaver, for example. His paddle-like tail, wide webbed feet, and thick waterproof fur make it possible for him to spend most of his time in the water. Without those adaptations, beavers would not be able to live in rivers. Now, after exploring the Bronx River, turn your eyes to the opposite side of the bus. What do you notice here? We can see a large body of water, much bigger than the river, with some waves crashing against the sandy shore. What kind of water do you think this is? This is salty water. It belongs to the ocean and to the only beach in the Bronx, Orchard Beach. Observe the water, how it moves, and the light reflecting on it. Where is this light coming from? What time of day is it at Orchard Beach? You can see the sun rising on the waters to bring sunshine and daylight to the animals that live in the water and along the shore. What types of animals do you see? What are they doing? And how are they interacting with the ocean and its surroundings? Orchard Beach is an animal's habitat, or home, where they have shelter, food, and water. The animals you see here are diurnal, meaning they come out during the daytime. Take our hawk, for example. It primarily eats rabbits, mice, and squirrels, which all come out during the day. Hawks have special adaptations, like sharp beaks and strong talons, which allow them to capture and eat their food. These waterways are so important to animals and people because they provide food, water, and shelter. So it's really important to take care of these waterways. How do you think we can do this? There are lots of ways we can protect our waterways, like picking up our trash, recycling, and reducing the amount of trash that we make. That way, the water can stay healthy for all of us, people and animals alike.
Wow, that was amazing! What a cool way to experience the waterways of the Bronx without even having to leave your home. Now, let's do an activity based on what you saw inside the museum bus. Today, we're going to show you how to make your own pop-up 3D diorama of a scene that you saw on our museum bus. First of all, though, what's a diorama? So a diorama is a 3D model that shows a scene. For example, the plants, animals, and paintings that you saw on the bus were not the real Bronx River or Orchard Beach. It was just a model of what those places look like. To create your own pop-up diorama, you're going to need 2 pieces of sturdy paper. Any color will do, though we recommend a white watercolor paper. And you'll need some drawing materials, like oil pastels, crayons, markers, or colored pencils, whatever you prefer. If you received one of our launch boxes, you should have the materials that you need. But you will need your own scissors and glue. If you didn't receive a launch box, that's okay. Just take a look around your classroom or your home and see what materials you can find. Now, you can either pause the video now and collect your materials, or you can wait until the video is done and then try the activity at home or in your classroom. Let's get started.
First, take 1 piece of sturdy paper and fold it in half, like a hamburger. If you'd like, you can start by cutting your paper into an interesting shape. For example, I'm going to cut my paper into the shape of the museum bus. Then, cut 2 to 3 little notches along the fold of your paper. These will be your pop-outs. You can open the paper up and pop out the notches you made.
Now, using either oil pastels, crayons, colored pencils, markers, or even paint, you can draw in the features of your diorama on both the outside and the inside of your paper. Think about all the cool things you saw on the bus, like trees, plants, rocks, clouds, and of course, all of the animals. Maybe you'll add a beaver, a turtle, or a hawk to your diorama. And don't forget to add the most important part, the water. What animals and plants will you include in your diorama? What time of day or what season is it in your diorama? What's the weather like? Maybe it's raining, or maybe it's a sunny day with rainbows. Then choose 2 or 3 of your favorite things from the bus and use a second piece of paper to cut out little models of those items. I'm going to add pop-ups of a beaver and its lodge in my diorama. Once I've drawn, colored, and cut out those items, I will use glue to attach them to my diorama to make it 3D. Feel free to add as many details as you like. And if you're having trouble remembering some of the things you saw on the bus, feel free to stop the video and go back. Who knows, you may even notice something you didn't before.
The best thing about visiting the museum bus is that the diorama that you saw inside represents real places right here in the Bronx. We hope that you feel inspired and that soon you'll take a trip to either the Bronx River or Orchard Beach with your family when it's safe to do so. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we hope you had fun creating your own diorama. Stay safe and see you next time. Bye!
Bye.